In this video, you're going to learn how to slay Riff by Mighty Riff, Funeralopolis by Electricwizard. What's going on? Welcome to Beholden to the Riff, the heaviest bass channel on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, we do song lessons, pedal demos, and bass tutorials, all for worshippers of the Riff. So let's get right into it. The song is in B standard tuning, so grab your axe, tune down a few steps, and let's do it. This riff is based on an E minor scale with all the notes played on the low E string. For more of this minor scale, single string business, you can check out the music theory microdose lesson I put together. There's a link in the description. I like to think of this song as a heavy blues or a very heavy blues, especially with the rhythmic feel. When playing this song, try to feel the rhythm in small groups of three. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's really going to help get that feel. So let's check out the first measure of the main riff. I'll play this through a couple times, just kind of straight, and then I'll play it through a couple times, counting in those small groups of three. And in the second measure, it really accentuates those groups of three. Here it is. The main riff finishes off by descending down that minor scale. We're going to land on the 8th fret, which is the 6th scale degree, and then we're going to hit the 5th fret, which is the 4th scale degree. So here's the last two measures of that riff, and let's crank up the distortion just for good measure. The first time we hear riff number 2 is at 2 minutes 25 seconds when the vocals come in. The first half of the riff abandons that minor scale sound by playing the 13th fret and then the 11th fret. Both notes are 1 fret away from the root note on the 12th. By playing outside of the scale, it really adds a darker vibe and just fits the song perfectly. Let's check it out. So here's the last measure of the riff, where we go back into the minor scale and more familiar sounding territory. At 3 minutes, the song enters the first chorus and we revisit the main riff. This time we add a fill at the end of each time we play it. So there's 2 variations of this fill. He plays what I'll call fill number 1 the majority of the time, and then there's one other fill which I'll just fill number 2. So let's check out main riff with the fill number 1, followed immediately by the main riff with the second fill. piece starts out at 4 minutes 55 seconds and shakes the song up by completely changing the feel and increasing the tempo. So they're playing faster. Let's check out riff number 3. We're also going to introduce a new note, the tritone in this one, on the 6th fret of the E string. This is another kind of darker sounding note. Sabbath and tons of bands use it all the time. At 5 minutes 58 seconds, we play a variation of this riff by playing some quick 8th notes at the beginning of the phrase. Be sure to use alternate picking to really nail down that rhythm. So riff number 4 expands that main riff by adding a quick burst of 8th notes at the top of the measure, and then some really cool slides and little bends at the end of the phrase. So just like in riff number 3A, alternate picking is key to getting those 8th notes up to speed in that first measure, while the second measure requires more vibe and attitude than accuracy. Let's check it out one more time. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you dug the lesson, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support the channel even more, we have the baddest t-shirts on the planet. There's a link in the description below. We'll see you in the next one.